Hi everyone, it's Dan Merkin, CEO of Trade Ideas on November the 15th, 3 hours after the market opened. You're viewing my desktop showing you the Trade Ideas artificial intelligence, one of a kind technology that lives on our website, and of course you can download it through our application, Trade Ideas Pro AI. This is what it does that's different from other vendors in finance. So the idea is that we find these statistical opportunities that are triggered by either past analysis that the AI has done or more recent specific statistical setups today. But the bottom line is if you look at the percentages, the percentage opportunities that we're able to find, it's pretty evident that even when you take small losses, which you have, there is no technology that gives individuals the kind of opportunities and the percentages that are possible with what we're doing at Trade Ideas, which then I have to just ask myself, it's crazy that the online brokers haven't even done the research to take a look at what we're doing. Nobody's really bothered to even spend the time to see if it works or if it doesn't. That's the thing that probably is the oddest to us, the innovators in fintech and in big data and artificial intelligence, is that primarily all the innovation, all the interest has been on the individual side because obviously there's no vendor that provides this kind of tech. It's ironic that, I remember in the 90s when Schwab was so worried about how technology could be disruptive, they bought CyberTrader for $500 million in 2000, thinking that that was going to be the future. Well, turns out that they were right, but they were just 2 decades off. Lots of things. 2 decades isn't a lot in reality. But big shifts are occurring now, and in terms of what CyberTrader was trying to do in the 90s and where things were headed, it's not unlike what you see with how the internet evolved. Originally, it was in the institutions, colleges, defense, and only after 20 years of being around in the 70s did it really break free from that institutionalization and get out there into the world and then evolved into what we have now. Research and finance is similar. Big data, people talk about that all the time, but they don't really know exactly what they're saying other than the words big data. But in terms of it, Trade Ideas and what we've been doing, since we never gave up our mission from that initial dot-com revolution, we've continued to do the same thing that we were doing before, just continuing to research in the field of if you weren't a robo-advised person or if you didn't have your money managed at someone else's behalf or discretion, how would you do it? What would be the approach that you would take to quote unquote beat the market, or at least certainly try to do better than averages, which seems like it shouldn't be that difficult. That was really our bottom line assumption. Why is it that everyone has such a hard time beating the averages? I think it's a question that a lot of institutions really never ask themselves because they're more interested in getting fees under management than the actual percentages and returns. It's all about the fees versus the results. Well, we changed that. We're not a broker, we're not an advisor, we're a technology company, a research company, and we're giving you artificial intelligence that thinks it's a human and tries to be a very disciplined human investor, has access to everything, social data, all the fundamental data, all of the price data, of course, and the kind of software and technology that's been developed from scratch just for this particular purpose. We of course know that not everybody necessarily wants to be just simply trading artificial intelligence, which is why of course here you have the Netflix for investing. Stocks that you may or may not be interested in If you've tagged them just like you do things on Twitter, you can see what they're doing. So for example, since I've been testing this tech, the stock that is up the most of the things that I've noticed is NSYS today. And here they all are. And again, and how do they get there? Well, as I cruise around our other channels, I just simply say, oh, look at this one. I want to be aware of this thing. Look at how it's going. So I just want it now in my attention span. Same here. Yeah, this one too. So that's how it's done. And investors are able to channel surf, see what's going on, take note of things without having it be too difficult. And then, of course, see when these things become evident in the AI. Remember, the AI is doing what you would be doing if that's all you did. The DRNA, I mean, that's just as good as it can get. And of course, also showcasing that this is not just for day trading. This is smarter investing all around. Where we try to do it differently is the notion that you know what you're doing and you have all these skills already. We think that you might not. And so we wanted to visually make it easy for you to follow all the information from the artificial intelligence. When it signals you where to get in, there's a blue line and it has AI next to it. This is the AI buy signal. This is the stop signal where it would exit if it were you and in this trade. And of course here, there's also a profit target. I think it's a little bit higher, but if you zoom out a little bit, you can see. And that should be about 675 or so. And again, every single trade has that information. So here it got in here, nothing happened for a little while as that takes place, and then it started to go. It also helps you understand fundamentally how trades can work out. Let's look at a loser. So here it got in. Remember, these are all 5-minute bars. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Okay, and this is where it told you I want to reduce risk. I only want to lose 9 cents. See, look, it entered at 7:05, but by 7:55, nothing had happened. So when it started to move down, the software said, hey, get out. This is a good loser, and look what happened as a result. So again, everything is done for you. The question is, can you follow instructions of a good professional analyst that works just for you and tells you what to do? And again, remember, you're at such an advantage. This is so early because this tech was just invented and not one US broker-dealer has this technology, not a single one. So you are in the catbird seat. Hope you enjoyed this video about our AI and how it's changing the way people are investing all over the world. Hope you got to see these percentages are real. And again, of course, there's also losing trades. You have to know how to manage the winners and the losers. Nobody has a system that just works. That's silly. But if you understand how to work around things that don't go your way exactly, what's the proper methodology, then you can profit in any market with our artificial intelligence. Come take a look at what we're doing at www.trade-ideas.com. Thank you.